lap only, and then... Hi guys, and welcome to SF1 GP2 around the Japanese Grand Prix. It's myself, Harrison, again streaming for you this Friday afternoon. We'll see, hopefully we go without any technical glitches as we did in Baku. But we've got 17 drivers, and hopefully it will be a good race. Oh, and we have a wet qualies. This looks even more interesting. So, but for it will be a dry race for these guys as well. So, it'll be great for people that have excellent pace in the wet to try and get further up the field during this quali session. Let's get track max on. Excuse me. Oh. I don't think we need the tyres because we know it's all going to be inters at this stage. No, and I did see someone join there. I don't know who it was. But we have Rushy out first, and then it's Nutmeg. It does look pretty treacherous out there, and my off-board cam doesn't want to work. Nope, still doesn't want to work. There we go. No, so we Sweat Palm that's joined, so he will need to retire because he's not allowed to set a lap time. Where is Rushy in the minute? Up at Spoon Corner. Anyone that's watching, you can give me any guess who's going to be the top 3 in today's quali session. Of Rushy taking a bit of the gravel there. Coming into my favourite part of the lap, the S section for Rushy. I think that'll be just a seal for Suzuka. Tell he's trying to tiptoe around there at the stage, turning way too early and goes for a spin. So I think it'll be clutchy next on a lap, it is. Oh, this broadcast cam's doing my head in. There you go. So, clutchy, pop off the first set to win, which we know is just a personal best at this stage. Robert in the chat saying Fatal on Paul, but I'll support Fatal all the way because he's my driver, but I don't know if he will get Paul round here in the wet, but we'll soon find out. Up to the long run up the hill towards 130R. Called 130R because of the radius of the corner. A bit of a lock up there for Clutchy. Keeps it. Sets of provisional 1:38.6 for the fastest time set so far in this session. I think it's one of both racing points invalidating already. Postgrad up to the line. P2 on a 39.61 seconds slower than what Clutchy's just done. I think that's Rhodes on an out. It is. Fatal P3 on a 44.2. That's just probably a warm-up lap for himself. It's a Red Bull, so I think that's Clutchy it is. Is he going for another lap? No, he's backed off. Oh, we have a McLaren in the gravel. Sweat Palm has spun off. Looking for the two racing points, there we go. Yes, Devler is on a fast lap. Stay on board. Purple sector 2, but we know that's just a personal best at this stage. The game isn't reliable on purple sectors. Oh, a bit of a slide there for Devler. There's P1 on a 38.5, 5/10 quicker than Clutchy. Postgrad up to the line again, improves to a 39.3, but stays where he is. P2. Bell invalidated again. I think that's SF1 Roads. It is P4. 42.3, and then Whiffy a 38.8. Have a McLaren of Sweat Palm. He should. Great. And Zolo's stopping at the last chicane there. Who is that just? It's Fatal just put in. Wait. So back on board with Bell. Devler doesn't improve. And Bill goes P3 on a 38.8. Postgrad does not improve. Rantron invalidates. I think Rhodes did improve though to a 40.8. Oof, Sweat Palm into the wall. Let's see. I think that's Solo, yes it is. A 40 flat for himself. I believe it's Clutchy once again. Yellow in sector 2. It's one of the racing points getting out of the way. It's Devler. See if Clutchy improves. I think clutchy boxes. Dibba hasn't validated belt. Hasn't validated G yet this lap. And also boxes. Postcard improves to 38.7 for P3 currently. Runtron goes P8 on a 42.3. I think that's SF1 Callus it is, up to P6 on a 39.2. And SF1 Roads up to P8 on a 39.3. Just trying to catch them. And I saw Crouchy get up there as well. P7 on a 39.3. Zolo 38.9 now. So I think drivers just taking a few laps to get used to the conditions. I think that's Swiffy, but the start lap it is. Postcard, he's not on a push lap. Antron isn't. Rhodes isn't. I think that's Carlos behind him. It is. He's on a push lap. I think Zillow's had a excursion up towards the hairpin. We're in that engine a bit, Carlos. I think it said 6/10, I believe it was up on his previous best. We'll see what time he comes across the line. It goes P3 and a 38.5, 7/10 improvement on his previous best. Crouchy up to the line. Doesn't improve his position. Fatal 40.1, up to P10 now. Zola had an incident somewhere. Is he out of fuel? He is out of fuel. With Whiffy just behind him, 1 second up on his previous best, so I think we may see our first driver into the 37s here. Purple middle sector, but we know it's just a personal best. Shot shifted a lot up to the line. He does a 37.9 for the fastest time so far. I think that's clutchy, just at his lap he is. Carlos again 5/10 up, so he could try and jump Whiffy here. We're 1.1 down in that middle sector, so he's made a mistake somewhere. So I don't think he'll improve on this lap. Rantrons invalidated. Carlos across the line does not improve. Crouchy 3/10 up on his previous best. Goes P4 and a 38.5, so he gained a lot in that last sector. Devler, I think he's just starting a lap, he is. And I think Rashi's just gone for a spin at the hairpin, he has. Build, start his lap. Is Whiffy pushing again? I think he is, but he's only just matching what he's done. 2/10 up in the middle sector though. Rear end a bit squabbly at a 130R. And goes to 37.6, so extends his advantage up front. I think that'll be Rushy to start in his. He is clutchy. I think he's made a mistake on this lap, so he's obviously not pushing. Carlos 8/10 up. Jesus, they possibly could. He's not got a lot of ERS though, so I don't think he may improve to Whiffy's time, but close to it though. And because P2 on a 37.7, so only just a 10th short of Whiffy's time. And Croce pits, Devler. Slight improvement, but stays P3. Fail, I think that was just a cool lap. Bill 8/10 up, so should improve towards the top 3. Goes P3 just above his team at a 37.8. Postcard on an outlap. I think Whiffy won't be pushing this time around, is he? He is. So it's another 2.5 tenths up. Salty, he is meant to, but unfortunately he couldn't make the start time, I'm afraid. And if he goes, well, if he stays P1 but improves his time to 37.2, to it further extend his advantage up front. And I think Zolo's had a spin. Rushy's starting on another lap. I think the livid's finally come out. Has invalidated it. Carlos on a cooldown. Devil is 6/10 up, so possibly could beat Whiffy's time. P2 on a 37.2, so just less than half a tenth between them both. Fatal up to the line. Small improvement, stays P9. Bill doesn't improve. Zolo doesn't improve. I think that's Rantron starting his lap. It is. I think Rushy's gone for a spin again. He has and collected the barrier at the hairpin. Is that livid or is no? That's Clutchy just starting his lap there. Rhodes on an outlap. Crouch on an outlap. Whiffy, I think, is... My question is he going to make the line? I don't think he will, because I think he's maybe out of fuel. Yeah, he's out of fuel. So it'll be the last few laps now, because that's the checker flag. So Whiffy cannot improve on his time now. Livid just coming across the line, finally getting a valid lap in. Goes P9 on a 38.9. I think that's Devler. Doesn't improve, so stays P2. Carlos retires, stays P3. Rushy doesn't set a valid lap, so stays P19 at this stage and last. Is Bill gonna improve? He does P3, so 37.6, and he places Carlos. Zolo up to P5 at 38.4. Osclad retires. Rantron was P9 just behind his teammate. Fatal, that's going slowly. Does have Clutchy catch him very quickly. See if Clutchy improves. Goes P5 on a 37.8. I think that's roads it is. There it goes, P6, that's on a 38 flat. Crouchy pits. And I think that is everyone, it is. Just waiting on Crouchy terrain, that is your quali done and dusted. And there you have it, folks. So, Whiffy winner getting pole around the Japanese Grand Prix circuit at Suzuka, 37.2. Devler just behind him by 34 thousandths in P2. Bill P3, Carlos P4, Clutchy P5, SF1 Rhodes in P6, Zola P7, Don Crouchy in P8, Postglad P9, Rantron P10, Livid P11, Fatal P12, Bumbledore P13, Sweatpan P14, Gaiman P15, Nutmeg P16, Robert P17, Cardinal 18th, and running off the back is Rashi in 19th place. Sorry folks, the game sadly disconnected me, so we'll try and get back into the lobby as soon as possible. Cheers. Don't you just love this game, folks? For some reason it doesn't want to accept my invite. Try and join off someone. Just... Yeah, it's up to you, Robert. Oh, hurry, I'm in. Right, so we're back into the lobby now. I will get the current GP2 standings. I will read them out because currently I don't have the facility to put them on screen for you guys. get started. But leading the way in the GP2 Championship by quite a margin, similar to what I have in GP1. Devler leading the way in P1 on 245 points. In second we have SF1 Roads on 188 points. In P3 we have Bell on 174 points. P4 we have Postcloud on 157. In P5 we have SF1 Carlos on 148 points. In 6th we have Whiffy Winner on 140. In 7th we have Rantron on 122 points. In 8th we have Lucky 13 on 94 points. In 9th we have Clutchy on 86 points. In 10th we have Rashi on 81 points. In 11th we have Fatal Defiance on 74 points. In 12th we have Livid on 72 points. In 13th we have Loki on 65 points. In 14th we have Crouchy on 57 points, and his teammate in 15th Robo on 49 points. In 16th we have Phantom on 49 points also. In 17th we have Zolo on 29 points. In 18th we have Becker on 23 points, and last we have Mr. Delby on 23 points also. Right, so just waiting on these guys to ready up. It should be hopefully in the next few minutes. For the people watching the stream, can I get your predicted top 3 finish for the race, and we'll hopefully try and see if you do get it correct. Papish in the chat, yeah. We'll soon find out. Well, I don't think 18 drivers will retire today, Papish, but we'll soon find out. Because that's the timer gone, so that's everyone ready out now. Fatal in the chat saying my first retirement because someone may take him out. But hopefully, if he has a clean race, he should be able to get up the field. I will bring the tyres up to see what everyone else is on. So we have the top 3 on the softs, Carlos on the mediums, then the next 3 on softs, Crouchy and the both Ferraris on the mediums, Fatal Defiance the only driver to go onto the hards, Bumbledore on the mediums, Gamerman, Nutmeg and Robert on the softs, and Cardinal Rush in the mediums, and Livid and Split Palm on softs and mediums. So wide variety of strategies out there today. Oh. Nutmeg spinning off, so he is on the first one on a naughty step. Get the track mark. Yep, so he's returned to the grid, so he will have cold tyres for the start, unfortunately. So as you predicted, pit stop strategy, guys, soft to lap 10 or 11 and onto the hards, and then the mediums to lap 14, sorry, lap 13 to 14, and then pitting for the hards. So Devil keeping a gap to Whiffy, so bit of naughty stuff going on there, but obviously we'll leave that for the stewards if it gets reported. Everyone pretty quickly into their grid spots. And with everyone, we'll get the best camera view that we can, and that's it. Get all this rubbish away. Here we have the lights. 5 lights, and away we go for GP2 around the Japanese Grand Prix. Whiffy does get a good start from Paul. Racing points almost side by side, but stay in position with I think it's Zolo going off there. Drops a few positions. Is it all clean at the back? It looks like it. If he's lagging, clip it. A little bit of Renault taking the grass there a tad. They're pretty clean than what it was in GP3, I think, because there was some contact on that one, but there's a Ferrari, I think, gone off. I mean, doesn't have any damage, but Whiffy pulling away now. Looks like more than a second he's already got on the racing points. So bring all the stuff at once. Whiffy crosses the line. There you have it. So that's obviously just a Delta doing its usual, but Whiffy is leading this race from the 2 racing points. I think Nutmeg's had a spin, by the look of it, down in 19th. I do see a bit of Renault M plate. Sort of Cardinal, it's landed a long way from Nutmeg, and he's completely missed the pit lane and retired on the spot. So I don't know if this will be a virtual safety car, because that is kind of in a dangerous place. We'll carry on. Rashi up to 12th already. He's really getting up the field very quickly. So that's Nutmeg's car away, unfortunately for Nutmeg. Whiffy with a 1.5 second lead to Devler, and another 1.8 for the back for Bill. Doesn't look like 1.8. I think that's getting close. It is. And that may be a bit glitched, because Bill is a lot closer than 1.8 seconds. Rashi on the back of Fatal. Rashi was a bit laggy there. Going around the outside, I think does complete the move, he does. So Fatal drops to 12th on those hard tyres. Takes a bit of grass there on exit. Now it's livid right on his tail. Yep, so Bill's Devil was glitched, but he's pretty close to Devil, because I think Devil may be struggling on these soft tyres at this stage. Gap now almost 2 seconds up front, so Whiffy running away already with this race. Road's a bit squirmish off the exit, the hairpin there also. So many battles. Is Livid going to try for a move up in towards Spoon? He goes to the outside. Brave, but completes the move. Is Bill going to go for a move on his teammate? So he looks like he's got more pace than his teammate. So he should have DRS now, which he does. I think he's just a bit too far back, not using much of his ERS there. Bumbledore gets by Post Squad into turn 1. Post Squad was lifting quite a bit there. Does he have damage? No, he doesn't. I think he's just struggling. Zola right on his tail now as well, up towards the Degners. Not where you want to go side by side. Zola keeps it behind though. Varantron getting by. Oh, Sweatpalmer's spun just at the end of the S's. Does have a huge chunk of his wing missing. Carlos did drop a bit as well because he's down a P9. So we'll catching Oscar pretty quickly. Oh, and gone majorly DP. I think he hit the back of Postcard because he's missing a lot of his end plate now, so it does box. Fortunately for Zola, because he wasn't. Livid tried to get past Fatal into turn 1, gets the move done. Got Carlos on the back of Postglad and Bill close to his teammate again, under 3/10. Does he go for a move? Nope. Backs out of it. Sweatpalm also pits for the hards to the end. They should do 22 laps, I think. Oops, the gap at the front has come down a bit, down to 1.3. 2 racing points, hunting Whiffy in the house down. Bell does lock up a bit into the chicane there. He's not pushing to get by. Carlos is a bit too far back, he is. Yeah, Fatal keeping Livid on those softs. I think Livid's tyres are starting to go off. I expect Livid to pull away from Fatal on those hards. Back up front, Bill still keeping it in under 5/10 to his teammate. Won't do any good for his tyres. Carl still can't get by Post Squad. Train behind Livid now. Fatal, Cardinal, Rantron and Robert is starting to catch this battle as well. Gaming also with the first time penalty. as well, and has just had an off-track excursion. Zolo bite. Zolo will definitely need to box him because he did go on another set of softs. The road's pretty close to Bill. Not got enough ERS to try and force the move. Gap at front now 1.3 again. Fatal pits off the hards and goes for the mediums. It'll be touch and go if he makes them last to the end of the race, but we'll soon find out. Gap just lingering from Devil to Whiffy at 1.3. And second to fourth all within 0.8 of a second as well, so it's going to get feisty up front. Ranch run on the back of Cardinal. Carlos on the back of Post Squad. It's got a bit wide, but keeps it on track. Oh, Post got a bit on the grass there. Carlos close. Don't think he is. No, let's wait for DRS. Carlos locks up a bit. Carlos close enough to make a move into turn 1. I don't think he is. No, has to back out of it. Gap at the top now 1 second, so Whiffy's starting to struggle on those softs now. Rancho gets by Cardinal into turn 1. Oh, Rashi has hit the wall. Don't know where that was, but because I can't see going board with Fatal. Anyway, he's gone up in the S's, but I can't see where. It's gone, so no safety car for that either, which is strange, but we'll carry on. I think I'll let the glitch again when... Yep. Crouching now with a time penalty, Fatal, Gaiman and Sweat are most with time penalties to their names so far. Bell close again, but just can't get close enough. Bell again close, but don't think he'll do a move on his teammate into here. Carl's still stuck behind Put Squad. Cardinals managed to stick with Ranchron as well after that pass earlier. Fatal's dropping off a bit quickly to Zolo in front. Dumbledore not far off the leaders. And Clutchy does pit. See what tyres he goes on. Clutchy goes onto the hard tyres, so a bit to the end. Clutchy rejoins down in P13. About a dozen seconds in front of Zolo. Cal's finally made a move on Postcard in the S's somewhere, so bit of a strange move. Cal's does hit a bit of the gravel. Sweat Palm gets past Gameman at the back. When are these guys gonna pit? That's the question. Oh. So Bell goes for the undercut. Does he go for the mediums or the hards? We'll soon find out. He's going to the hard tyres to the end, and Slivered is also pitted. Devler almost within that DRS window with it. So Clutchy. Oh, Bell just comes out ahead of Clutchy, so that was a best time to pit for Bell, otherwise he would have got held up by Clutchy, but close with Zolo and Livid there. And there's been a spin up front, it's Rantron's hit the wall. Have to watch when we join in. Bell and Clutchy all over the back of Robert, who's still to pit off those softs that he started on. Let's do the top 3 pit. Yep, so all 3 of them pit. And Bommelton takes over the race lead. Sorry about that, folks, just had to quickly nip to the loo there. I wouldn't have held that to the end. So a lot of guys have just pitted again. Well, not again, but just pitted for the first stop. Who's close, who's not? So Clutchy and Bill going side by side. Oh, that was close. Bill stays in front. Not much going on, it's at the battle between Bill and Clutchy and Cardinal at this stage. Oh, Cardinal goes very deep into that. That'll hopefully give Bill an opportunity. Goes for the inside line. Is Clutchy going to follow? I don't think he is. And Bill lost out to Rhodes after that pit stop, so Bill's got some catching to do. Solo pits for his second stop of this afternoon. The top three still need to pit. I think they're going to try and make this soft, so they're going to pit this slot for the hards. Soon find out Gaiman's gone off it again. Clutchy's almost fallen off the back of Cardinal now. It was over the back of Bill, but I think he's just lost that touch on the hards now. Bill's shot off in the distance. Bring the penalties up so far, so we have 3 for Crouchy, 3 for Clutchy, 5 for Pusquad, 3 for both marks, 3 for Sweat Palm, 3 for Solo, and 29 seconds for Gamerman. Game's been in the wars already today. Solo and Ranch on. Oh, Robert's gone. No. Oh, unlucky for Roberts. Crashed at the end of the S's. And Fatal's going slowly as well. I think this may be a safety car. It is a safety car. So this will help the 2 Williams up front. Which Bumbledore does pit. Yeah, Bumbledore goes for the softs. Whippy stays out, Bill stays out, Devil stays out, Castles pits for soft, Crouchy pits for softs. Rhodes goes for mediums. Red Bull's stacking, unfortunately, so Lloyd's going to lose quite a bit of time. So a lot of guys are electing for the mediums and the softs. Fortunately, we'll have to wait until all the cars catch the pack, and then we'll hopefully go back racing either on the next lap or the lap after, because I think it will be the lap after before we go. Crouching Roads. What's this going on? I'm going to return back to position. So, gaming with 34 seconds, really? And he is spun once again. And again. And yet again for game on me is spun again. He spins a few more times, he may get lapped again. Yeah, may go at the end of this lap, we'll soon find out. This game now has a drive-through penalty to serve, plus the 30 odd seconds he has in time penalties, so it's not been Gamon's day. Safety car lights are not out, so it's definitely not coming on. Why does Ranchman have a big gap to the car behind, unless these guys have gone for a fresh tyres? Both these guys fitted for another set of softs, so probably just trying to keep the tyre heat in them before the restart. think I was almost caught the pack, but I think the safety car may go at the end of this lap, because I don't think it'll wait for Gaiman to catch up. Yep, so safety cars come in. Unfortunately, my notifications keep turning off for some weird reason, but safety car is in. Bumbledore's gone for it now. Run trying to make a move on sweat palm into turn 1, has to back out of it. Whiffy already 1.6 behind Bumbledore, so Bumbledore's seriously got some pace in GP2 tonight. Get these tyres back up for you, so Bill already dropping pretty quickly on those hards. Cardinal pretty close to Crutch, he's also quite close to Bill. And the road's all over the back of Carlos right now. Cardinal all over the back of Crouchy. Just stick behind for now. Sweat Palm trying to get by Livid, has to back out. I think Sweat Palm had it off there, I didn't see that, but it's gone off. Sweat Palm down to 15th now, so it's almost 6 seconds behind the car. Clutchy, Cardinal. Oh, Clutchy, best to back out of it there. Has to step behind for the time being, unfortunately. Crouchy still can't find a way past Bell. Zolo has gone off in the S's. And also Clutchy as well. Jesus, a lot of the guys spinning off now. Clutchy down to 13th, Zolo down to 15th now, so all these guys cracking now. Lowered on the back of Post Squad. Don't give me that on board because I hate that on board. Sweat Palm gets by Clutchy up towards 130R. Crouchy, I think, may get the move done on Bill with that DRS. He does. Down the inside into turn 1. He does. Bellas has dropped to 7th now. Clutchy is pitted. He's had wing damage, so will drop behind Zolo, I believe. Unless Zolo doesn't have any wing damage, which I think he does. He does. So Clutchy will stay P14, unfortunately. Carl's now catching Devil. Oh, Zolo's retired in the pit lane. Unfortunately for Zolo. Livid still behind Pusklik. And Gaiman finally gets disqualified from the session for getting too many penalties. So there'll be no points for AlphaTauri today. Oof, that was a late braking from Livid there. Rhodes does get past Carlos. Livid still can't get past Post Squad. Ranchman trying to join this battle with his teammate. Livid slightly losing the back end there. Bill keeping up with Crouch. He's a pretty good pace at this stage of those hards. Unfortunately, Zolo unlucky bud after 2 weeks out. Devlos still can't get close enough to Whiffy to make a move. Devlos a bit closer here, but I think he's still a bit too far back to make a move. So everyone's sticking where they are at the time being. We're still getting closer to Post Club, but still can't find our way by. We're taking a bit of the grass there, but still can't get close enough. Ranchman's getting closer than what Livid can to his teammate. Is Rantron gonna make a move? He's getting closer. Does he go? Nope, has to back out of it for the time being. Cardinal and Bell still can't get by. Same with Lewis, just stuck there. So 2.5 laps remaining now. Vulcan Gameman got disqualified for getting too many time penalties, and Rashi sadly crashed, I'm afraid. Devil, the closest he's been to Whiffy now. Locks up again into the chicane. Whiffy doesn't have a lot of ERS. So 2 laps now remaining. Rod's now within DRS range of Devil now, so Omodo's got to swim by a mile once again. Yep, unfortunately it is a pair of DNFs for AlphaTauri Vulcan, I'm afraid. Yeah, well, try and get Peroni back in GP1, because I won't say he's missed by me because I don't really race so much in GP1, but he's missing from the grid, I'm afraid. The last chance for Devil to get by Whiffy now. Is he gonna go for it? He is. He's gonna run the outside. Oh, and there's damage to Devil. Devil has just picked up wing damage. This may give an opportunity for Rose to get by. Yes, Rose gonna go for a move. He goes for it. Oh, that was kind of a late. Rhodes rejoins but drops a position to SF1 Carlos. I think Sweatpalms had a spin as well because he's dropped quite a few seconds behind Fatal. But your race winner, Bumbledore, reserving for Williams tonight, takes the GP2 win round Japan. Whiffy crosses the line in P2 after starting on pole. Devil with wing damage crosses the line P3. Carlos P4. Rhodes unfortunately P5. Cardinal P6. Croce P7. Bill P8. Puscard P9. Livid 10th. Rantron 11th. Fatal 12th. And just waiting for Sweat Palm and Clutchy to cross the line. Yeah, you haven't had much luck walking on, unfortunately. So Sweat Palm P13 and Clutchy, sadly, 14th and last of the finishers today. And there you have it, folks. So, Man Bumbledog gets driver of the day, reserving for his GP2 drivers. We'll have the podium interviews just after the podium celebrations. And there you have it, folks. So Bumbledore taking the win today for Williams, Whiffy P2 for Haas, and Devler in P3 running off your podium. Then we have Carlos in P4, Rhodes P5, Gardner P6, Crouchy P7, Bill P8, Postglad P9, Livid P10, Wrenchon P11, Fatal Defiance in P12, Sweat Palm in P13, Clutchy in P14, and Zolo, Gaiman, Robert, Rashi, and Nutmeg not finishing this race. And we'll just get the top 3 into the party. 2 of them are already in, just waiting on Bumbledore. And just for Devlin and Whiffy, please remember to tick your boxes in the party shop, please.
See.
Oh, good call. Good.
Is he joining us? Give him another invite. But while we're waiting on Bumbledore to join, we'll take it away with P3 tonight. Devler stopped behind Whiffy for the last part of the race, but I'll just let you take the floor and just tell us about your race from your perspective.
Last part of the race, the whole race, wasn't it? No, yeah, no. Quali wasn't happy with. I kept getting up on my time, and I knew it's hard to overtake around here. Yeah, kept messing up the last sector, and then was undecided on the strategy to go medium style or softs, and decided to go softs, which turns out is the wrong play because of when the safety car come out. But yeah, sort of stayed behind all race. Didn't really couldn't be bothered to do anything, to be honest. It was just one of those days. And then I had a load of ERS towards the end, and thought I'd go for it, and then just backed off. And I don't know whether it was just got a bit of wing damage on the first corner on the last lap there, but don't know if it was a bit of lag or whatever. But yeah, didn't affect him or me too much. But then Rhodes went for a dive bomb into the hairpin, and well, I don't know what happened to him, to be honest. It was a hell of a dive bomb, but yeah, I'm sure he's clipped it to send it in.
Yeah, well, we'll leave the stewards to deal with that, but once again, just congratulations on P3 tonight.
Yeah, cheers.
Bumbledore, just remember to tick your box in party, please.
Yes.
And we'll move on to P2 tonight. Whiffy winner that took pole tonight, but unfortunately has to settle with P2. But we'll just let him take the floor and just tell us about your race, Whiffy.
Thought I had it in the bag. Not gonna lie. Getting pole was, yeah, I knew I had some pace in the wet, but like not that good. I didn't really practice it, so that was kind of nice. But then, yeah, like same as Devil said, like I just knew it was hard to overtake, so I wanted to start up front. And same again, as he said, I screwed the strategy. Safety car come out at just a very prime time for those guys on mediums, and it kind of cost us there. I kind of knew through the race, like I was watching my gap to Carlos because I knew he was on mediums. I knew where I was at with him, and I kind of knew I had him covered. But I didn't realize that his teammate coming from 12th was running through the field there. That was a nice backdoor play, so caught me off guard. But after that, yeah, it was just drive it home, and yeah, into T1 last lap. Like I don't know, the we went in and I didn't really feel anything. My car got squirrely on the brakes when I was going into the second apex, so I maybe that's when we touched. But like I didn't really feel anything, notice anything, so I just kind of drove off. But I didn't figure that we like something had to have happened. I
Yeah, I
didn't really
didn't.
notice till after the hairpin, right? Like when Rhodes took the apparently Rhodes took the pass or the dive bomb or whatever. But I just noticed your pace start to like it was like you were there for like a second, second and a half, and then all of a sudden it was like two point something, 2 point something. Like something's not like you were there all race at like one something. So something had to be wrong. But yeah, E2 it is.
Yeah, well, it was a strong drive from you, but unfortunately, just missing out on the race win tonight. But once again, just a big congratulations on P2 tonight.
Thank you.
So a big surprise for me tonight after watching him in GP3 yesterday, but takes the win in GP2 for reserving for his own team manager Robo. Bumbledore, just obviously just tell us about your race because that was one hell of a drive, man.
I mean, I think I don't even know. It's just a solid, clean race. I guess I got really, really good start. I think I went from 12th to like 6th or something like that, and then I was behind Carlos, and then he let me through pretty quick, and then Carlos, I believe. And then I just hung on with the guys at top. They were on the softs, so their tires kind of just dropped off. And then went a few more laps onto there, and then I got really lucky with the safety car towards the end. I was on the final. I was in sector when it came out, so I just pitted straight away for the softs, knowing that the guys behind me were on all the mediums. And then again, it was similar to yesterday, where it would have been really hard for them to kind of keep up after the safety car restart. So, and I just managed to drive off, I guess. But yeah, just really lucky with that safety car that came out because, well, 5 seconds later I would have been past the pit lane. So yeah, just got lucky, I guess. But
Yeah.
happy with the drive.
Well, you've surprised the hell out of me and hopefully some of the other guys in the league, but a big congratulations from me for winning today's race.
Yeah, well done. Thank you, my dude.
So that is it for tonight, folks. So I'll give a one big congratulations to the top three of Bumbledore, Whiffy, and Devler. But obviously we'll leave the stream there for tonight, and we'll return on Sunday where you'll see myself tackle the Suzuka track and hopefully try and extend my lead in the GP1 Championship from I believe it is the Ferrari of Zero, if I remember correctly, and obviously my championship rival, Mada Gamer Boss, but we will continue that on Sundays. This is SF1 Harrison signing out for tonight for GP1, sorry, GP2.